Islamic friends, this time, Islamic circles are back in front of you to share Islamic information, hopefully inspiring your activities today. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and activate the bell button notification, so as not to miss the latest news from the Islamic Circles channel. Hearing the word Brazil, it will definitely come to mind about the greatness of soccer and the carnival of the samba. But we need to know that this country in South America also keeps the face of Islam there. The home country of the greatest footballer in history is indeed predominantly inhabited by 75% Catholics. But keep in mind that there are still Brazilians who embrace Islam. The existence of Muslims in Brazil is not so significant, or we can call them a minority. Only 28,000 people, or about 0.01% of the total population of Brazil, are Muslims. Islam entered the Samba country, starting with the arrival of Africans brought by Portuguese colonizers. They came as slaves to work on sugarcane plantations in the 16th century and were later joined by immigrants from Palestine, Lebanon, and Syria in 1970 during the war with Israel. About the presence of Muslims in Brazil, marked by the existence of two mosques in the city of Sao Paulo, and Cury arrived. In the city of Sao Paulo, we are shown a simple mosque called Mosque Brazil. The mosque can be said to be the first mosque in Brazil, and even in Latin America. This mosque was built by Palestinian immigrants. It can accommodate hundreds of worshippers, and also has two minarets. Inside this old mosque, Brazilian Muslims regularly perform the 5 daily prayers in congregation, as well as recitations on the Quran and the stories of the apostles. Although Muslims in Brazil are a minority, the Brazilian mosque is always crowded with Sao Paulo Muslims to worship. It is no surprise, then, that this mosque has attracted the Brazilian public to Islam. It is no different from the mosque in the city of Curitiba, the capital of the state of Paraná. The mosque is named after a friend of the Prophet Muhammad and also the son of the Prophet's uncle, Ali bin Abi Talib. The mosque was built by the Muslim community in the city of Curitiba, and although it is very simple, it can accommodate many worshippers. Brazil's majority population has always been described as party-loving, but the religious tolerance there is very pronounced. This is because Brazilians are accustomed to differences. It is not surprising, then, that in the last 10 years, the number of Muslims in Brazil has increased significantly. However, the growth of this congregation is not followed by Islamic teachers there. One of the obstacles there is the language, where the Brazilian people use Portuguese, while there are not many scholars or religious experts who can speak the same language. According to Brazil's 2010 census, the number of Muslims in Brazil is 35,207 out of a population of about 191 million people. Muslims living in the country are mainly concentrated in the states of Sao Paulo and Paraná. Muslim community leaders in Brazil estimate that there are between 700,000 and 3 million Muslims throughout Brazil, and they are all active in practicing their religion. There are also Muslim communities living in the suburbs of Sao Paulo and in the port city of Santos, as well as in small communities in Paraná. Brazil's Muslim community is known as Sunni Islam and is almost completely assimilated into the wider society. There are about 60 mosques, Islamic centers, and Islamic associations spread throughout Brazil. Recently, there has been a trend of successful non-Arab converts to Islam. A Muslim source recently estimated that there are nearly 10,000 new Muslims living in Brazil. Over the past 30 years, Islam has become increasingly visible in Brazilian society. The growth of Islam in Brazil is demonstrated by the fact that 2 out of 3 Portuguese translations of the Quran were created by Muslim translators in Sao Paulo. Well, viewers of Islamic Circles, until our encounter this time, I hope you all inspire. See you in the next video. Thank you.